One of the best skills you can learn right now as an online entrepreneur is how to run Facebook ads that convert. For me, Facebook ad is one of the best things that will happen to this generation. I mean, the way it works and the potential in it is so much, right? Free traffic is good, search engine optimization is good, and all of that bring you leads without paying for traffic. They are all good, but if you don't learn how to use paid traffic and Facebook advertising, you are going to be leaving a lot on the table. All right, so whether your online business has to do with generating leads, making sales, getting clients, all right, getting traffic, whatever the goal of your business, Facebook advertising will help you achieve that fast and at a very cheap rate. Right, so guys, in this video I'm going to be giving you complete Facebook ads tutorial. I will take you from the beginner level to the advanced level. All right, I use Facebook ads a lot. I enjoy Facebook ads more than SEO and free organic traffic. Okay, and that because it helps me achieve my result faster. And in this video I'll show you how you can achieve your desired business result with Facebook advertising, even if you've never run any ad on Facebook. All right, so I will give you all the details. I will take you step by step. I will ensure I don't skip any step in the process so that you get everything. All right, even if this is the first Facebook ad lesson you are seeing, even if you've never tried Facebook advertising before, by the end of this video you should be able to run highly converting Facebook ads. Okay, so all you just have to do is to stick with me to the end of this video. This is going to be long, but at the end of the day it's going to be worth your time. All right, because I'll give you everything you need to get started and start flying. All right, so make sure you don't skip any part of this video so that you don't miss any important point. At every step in the video I'm going to be dropping hints and tips that will help you with your advertising on Facebook. All right, so with all that said, we can proceed into the main video. By the way, if this is your first time of seeing me on YouTube, this is your first time of visiting this channel, my name is Emmanuel, and what I do on this channel basically is to share videos with you that will help you make money online, like this one. All right, so if you want to see more of those kind of content, you want to stick to this channel by tapping to the subscribe button somewhere below, and also don't forget to turn on notifications so that you'll be the first to be notified by YouTube whenever I upload a money making video like this. All right, this is a channel majorly for online entrepreneurs. You learn the skills and you discover opportunities you don't know about. Okay, so let's get into our Facebook ads tutorial. Are you ready? All right, let's go. Now, to start running ads on Facebook, you need a Facebook account. Right now, Facebook is a big thing, right? Almost everybody has a Facebook account, and I want to also assume that you have a Facebook account already, right? So if you have a Facebook account, you are eligible to start creating ads. You are eligible to start creating ads for your business or for your brand or for whatever reason you need traffic for. By traffic, I mean people who will need your product, or people who will need your service, or people who you will need to do business with. Okay, so whatever the business you do, as long as you need constant inflow of new leads, of new prospects, of new customers, of new clients, you will definitely find Facebook advertising very, very useful. So if you have a Facebook account, you are eligible to start creating ads with Facebook. But the standard is your Facebook account must be at least 3 months old. Okay, so if you have a Facebook account that is 3 months old, you are good to go. Right, so then the next thing you need is for you to have a Facebook page. Right, creating a Facebook page is very, very simple and easy. and then you want to ensure that your Facebook account is secured by two-factor authentication. Okay, so Facebook just prioritize that, all right, for security reasons, and two-factor authentication is also good for you to protect your account from hackers and the rest. Okay, so it's advisable you have two-factor authentication enabled on your Facebook account. Then you should also have a Facebook page. Right, creating a Facebook page is very easy. Right, so let me just give you an instance. Like I said earlier, I don't want to jump any step, I don't want to assume. So to create a Facebook page, just come to your Facebook profile. Right, so right here on your Facebook profile, all you just have to do, you can come to this page icon right here. Okay, if I click on this page icon, so as you can see right here, I already have several pages already, like several of them. Okay, so to create a new page, you just, whether you are using your phone, your Facebook app on your phone, either way, when you come to this page section, you are going to find create new page. All right, so just click on create new page, and then the prompts are very simple. You'll be required to enter the page name you want to use, the details of your page, your contact details, your address if you have a physical office address, then you upload cover photo, and then profile picture for your Facebook page. It's very simple. It's as easy as creating the usual Facebook account. All right, so you need a Facebook business page to be able to create ads on Facebook. Right, so when your page is ready, the next thing you need is a Facebook business manager account. Right, Facebook business manager account. To create a Facebook business manager account, now all this creation is free. To creating a Facebook account is free, as you all know. Creating the Facebook page is free, and then creating Facebook business manager account is also free. The only thing is, to advertise, you have to pay Facebook for your advert. All right, so to create a Facebook business manager account, just come to business, right, business.facebook.com. Okay, so if you visit business.facebook.com, or you can just go to your browser and search for Facebook Business Manager, it will bring you to this page. But this is the address right here, business.facebook.com. Right, so on this page, this is where your business manager account. All right, and each Facebook account is eligible to having or to managing 2 business accounts. Right, so for every Facebook account, the owner of the account is eligible to managing 2 business accounts Facebook. All right, so you can create separate ad accounts and all of that. So now this, your Facebook business manager account, is like the back office for your advert. This is where you see the inside. This is where you create your ads from, you add your payments and all of that. Okay, so you just come to this page, and then what you need to do here, click on login. Now on this login page, if you have an account, basically you might not need this process. All right, by the way, there are timestamps in the description, so you can just use the timestamps. If you are already familiar with any step that I'm teaching, or you already have the step that I'm teaching, you can skip to the next step or to the step that you need. Okay, but I don't want to skip any part so that everybody will be able to follow along. Right, so if you already have a business manager account, this will take you straight into your dashboard. But if you don't have an account, you can create one. Right, so you just enter your Facebook logins, right, and your password. Okay, so already your normal Facebook account should be logging on the browser you are using already. Okay, so you just create login, and then you follow the account creation prompt. All right, I already have a business manager account, so I'll not be going through creating another account again, but it's still very simple. Just enter your details. They'll ask you some questions, fill in those questions, and it's as simple as that. Okay, it's just a normal internet sign up process. Right, so you can then go ahead and create your account. Now there are some things that Facebook don't play with. Right, now Facebook makes money from advertising, right? And the reason why businesses come to them to advertise is because they have billions of users on their platform, right? So invariably, advertisers come because of the users, right? So that's why Facebook take their users very serious. Facebook prioritize their users. So they have policies that protect the users from advertisers. So Facebook have rules that you must follow if you want to advertise on Facebook, right? So if you go against this rule, your ad account will be disabled, and they are very strict with their policies, they are very strict with their rules, and that's just to protect the Facebook community. So if you are coming in as an advertiser on Facebook, one of the first things you should get yourself acquainted with is the Facebook ad policies, right? So there are some things they don't like, there are some things they don't want you to show to their users, there are some languages they don't want you to use to address their users, and all of those rules. All right, so you want to ensure you play by the rules, or they will kick you out of their platform, right? So the first thing I recommend you do is to get yourself acquainted with Facebook ad policies, right? So I will leave a link in the description that you can use to see the Facebook ad policies, but you can just come to your browser and then search for Facebook ad policies, right? If you search for Facebook ad policies, you are going to see all the rules you need to abide by. So once you visit, you see right here the first result on the page. You see advertising policies, or at facebook.com/policies/ads, right? So you want to visit this page, take your time, don't try to skip this process, right? So you want to take your time and read all these policies and get yourself acquainted with them, so that all the adverts you'll be running on Facebook, as much as possible, you want to stay within the boundaries. All right, their ads policies even go as far as your landing page, right? The kind of images you use, the kind of words you use, the kind of product you advertise, and all of that. Okay, so the rules are just so much that you need another tutorial to be able to acquaint yourself with the rules. So as you can see, they look at your ad, they look at your landing page, right? This is where some people don't pay attention to. They think it's just the ad copy or the image, but sometimes they go as far as checking your landing page. So you need to get these two together. Now, if you want to advertise a product that does not comply with Facebook advertising policies, what you can do is to use a lead magnet and attract your target customers, your target audience, in a way that Facebook allows, right? So if you get them into your email list, or if you get them to your website, or if you get them to an external platform, you can sell to them whichever way you want to sell. All right, but as long as you want to get traffic from Facebook, you must live by the rules, right? You must play by the rules, right? So I'll leave the link to these ad policies in the description, so you want to check it. If you are new to advertising, you might want to skip this, but seriously, if you skip this, you are going to come back, right? So this is something you need. Just read through it line by lines, right? So that is that about the Facebook ad policies. Then another Facebook tool I want to introduce you to is the Facebook ad blueprint, right? Now, this Facebook ad blueprint is like a training created by Facebook to help advertisers know how to advertise on Facebook, right? So you find it very, very useful. That's not compulsory, but if you have the time, you can go through that, so that you learn firsthand from Facebook themselves how to advertise on this platform, right? So the link to Facebook ad blueprint will also be in the description. Why am I placing links in the description? Just to make it easy for you guys, right? So if I put the link in the description box, all you just have to do is to go to the description box, copy the link, or click the link from there, and then it will redirect you to where you want to go, right? Rather than leaving you to go and search for it yourself. I just want to make it easier for you. So just come to your browser and search for Facebook blueprint. Okay, So you are going to learn Facebook advertising, and if you want, you can get a certification in Facebook advertising, but this certification is actually paid. It's not free, but the course itself is free. But if you want to get the certificate, you have to pay for it. All right, so very useful tool that I recommend you go through if you want to advertise on Facebook, or if Facebook advertising is what you know you are going to be doing a lot. All right, you know, there are businesses, there are people who just run ads once in a while. All right, but people like us, like, we run ads almost every day, like every day, and serious amount of money. So you want to go through this Facebook blueprint. It's free if you don't want the certification. Okay, so that is that. Now we have done all of this: your Facebook account, your Facebook page, your Facebook business manager account. Now we can then go ahead to start advertising properly. All right, so I will take you into my Facebook business manager account and walk you through step by step. Right, so stick with me. All right, so once you've created your business manager account, when you log in, you should see something similar to this, right, to the interface here. But Facebook, this interface usually change, like very often from time to time. The look will change, but this structure is basically the same, right? So you should see something like this. Here are the adverts you've created before, the campaigns you've created. And then if you've never created any campaign before, this place is going to be literally blank. Right now, there are three parts of every campaign, every advert on Facebook: the campaign level, the ad set level, and the ad itself. Right, so the campaign level is where you set your objective, and then you also set your budget, right, and the type of budgeting you want to use. Okay, then the ad set level is where you choose the interest you want to target. Now this is where the power of Facebook advertising lies, at the ad set level, where you target the people according to their age, their location, their gender, their interests, their behavior, their demographics, right? Then we have the ads level. This is where what the users will see, the people you are targeting will see, your ad copy and your image or video you are using. Okay, this component is otherwise known as your ad creatives. All right, so we have the campaign level of every advert on Facebook, we have the ad set level, and we have the ad level. Right, you can create as many campaigns as you want, as many ad sets as you want, as many ads as you want, as long as you have the money, right? Another thing you want to get right with your Facebook advertising is your payment. Okay, so you can come over to these tools here, right here, and then so when you come to menu here, you see billing, right? This billing is where you set your payment method, right? And then this is where you also, if you want, fund your ad account. Okay, so you can either use the pay as you use method, you fund your ad account, and then as your ad run, Facebook will deduct your money from your ad account. Or if you use the dollar payment option, where you pay after you use. All right, according to the limit Facebook gives you, you run the ad, then after you run the ad, Facebook will debit your card for your ad payment, right? So whichever option you decide to use. So here, account quality, let's say you try to create an ad and then the ad got rejected, you can come to account quality and ask for review. All right, so if you are new to advertising on Facebook, you might not need most of these functions here, right? If you are just starting out with advertising on Facebook. But basically, each of these tabs you see here has its own function. Like audiences, here you can create custom audiences and then retarget, right? Add account setting, events manager. This is very important, right? This is where you create your pixels from, install it on your website, so that you'll be able to track your website activities, all right, based on your advertising on Facebook. Okay, these are things that we'll come back to later on, but let's proceed with our tutorial right now. Now the thing is, every business page that you create with your Facebook account, it gets connected to your business manager automatically. Okay, so you see all the pages you have right here. Now to create an ad, all right, so let's say you have a product you want to sell, or you want to generate leads, or you want to drive traffic, or you want to get people to send you messages and all of that. If you want to create an ad, it's as simple as you coming over here and then click on create. Right, so if you click on create, so right now I'm just going to use a demo campaign. I'll be setting up a demo campaign so that you see every stage of it. Right here, this is where you set your campaign objective. Right, so what do you want to achieve with your ad? Now there are three types of objective. The awareness objective, this is where you just want people to know about your brand. Right, so mostly this is used by big businesses and companies that have the money to just create awareness. Here you are not particularly selling anything, all right, or you are not particularly calling people to take any action, but you just want your brand, your business name to be in front of people. You can use brand awareness, right? So consideration, here you can drive traffic, you can get engagement. Engagement means you getting likes, shares, comments, right, on your page or on your post. All right, so you can use engagement. Then app installs, you have an application that you want a particular type of people to download, you can use the app install objective. Or you want people to watch your videos, right? You have a video you want people to watch, whether a VSL or just any type of video at all, you can use Facebook ad to get people to watch. Then lead generation campaign, this is where you get leads, right? Messages, whether you want to get messages on Messenger, to your WhatsApp or to your Instagram, you can use the messages objective. Traffic, this is where you maybe take people from Facebook to your website or to wherever you want to take them to. All right, there are two types of traffic campaign majorly. We have the link click and then the landing page view. Right, if you just want people to click on your link, Facebook will help you optimize for that. Or if you want Facebook to go as far as ensuring they land on your landing page, there is also where you can enable that. Right, at the conversion type of campaign, for the conversion type of campaign, you can create conversions if you want people to buy your product, right, and catalog sales, store traffic. Now, for you to be able to create conversion campaigns, you need your Facebook pixel installed on your website or on the online store you are using, or wherever the conversion will be happening. All right, this will enable Facebook track the event. Okay, now to install your pixel is very simple. Just go to your events manager, generate your pixel. Now it might vary the pixel installation process from website to website, whether you are using a WordPress website or you are using Wix website, or seller, you are using seller store or get response, depending on the platform you are using, right? So you can, but the installation process is basically the same. Get your pixel ID or code and then install it to your website, right? Most of these web builders have made it very simple. Get the ID, there's a place for you to paste the ID, and then it's as simple as that, right? So when you choose this conversion objective here, you can actually optimize for different, maybe add to cart or purchase or view item or website visit. All right, so basically installing your pixel, your Facebook pixel on your website helps you with your Facebook advertising a lot. All right, it will help you get better result, and that's because any objective you choose here, Facebook will help you achieve that objective. So if you are running a campaign and let's say you want video views, for instance, and you select the wrong objective, you select engagement, all you'll be getting is likes, shares, comments. You are not going to get the video views you want, because Facebook basically works to help you achieve what you want to achieve, right? So it looks for people who are most likely to take the action you want them to take. Okay, so you want to ensure you understand what you want to achieve and then let Facebook know what it is, and then you come to the objective level right here and pick the objective you want to use. Okay, so if you have a product to sell, for instance, it's recommended you use conversions. Or you are looking for leads, you want to build your email list, you should also use conversion. But if you have your pixel installed, you can optimize for the lead generation event. All right, so conversion. But if you want to get messages, you go for messages. You want to get video views, go for video views. Engagement, go for engagement. App installs, engagement, and all of that, right? So let's say we want to run a traffic campaign. Okay, so traffic, you get people to see your website. If your product is on your website, if your offer is on your website, you can use traffic, right? So let's select the traffic objective for this tutorial. So if you scroll down here, this is not compulsory, but you can fix a name for your campaign. So let's say this YouTube tutorial. All right, so the name is optional, but it helps you especially when you have a lot of campaigns going on, right? So you want to be able to identify which is which by naming them properly. All right, so the asset, you name the asset, and then the ad, you name the ad level as well. Okay, so once you are done with here, you can click on continue. All right, so most of the things you'll be seeing, sometimes you get notifications and all of that when you are trying to create a campaign, but most of them don't affect you. All right, most of them you have nothing to do with them, so most of them you just have to ignore. Like special ad category, you have no business here. All right, this is not for you. Okay, so campaign details, buying type, leave it at function. Here your campaign objective is to get traffic, right? So yeah, if you want to create an A/B test, you create an A/B test. You want to compare two assets, one asset to another asset, you can use A/B test. Okay, you want to compare one campaign to another campaign and all of that. Now, campaign budget optimization is advisable. You always turn on campaign budget optimization. Now, this is very helpful because if you have several assets and several ads under a singular campaign, what campaign budget optimization helps you do is Facebook will spend the most amount of your money on the asset or the ad that gives you the best result. All right, so let's say you want to make sales and then you have 3 assets, each of the assets targeting different location, and then each of the then you have different images, different ad creatives, right? So Facebook will pick the one that is performing better and then send the most amount of money to that ad set or that ad creative, right? So this is what campaign budget optimization does for you, right? But if you are using just one asset, one ad creative, it's still the same whether you turn it on or turn it off, right? So if you turn on campaign budget optimization, you want to set your daily budget, how much you want to use. Now, Facebook advertising is very, very affordable, right? It's very, very affordable. I even hear some people use 500 naira daily campaigns. All right, so you can set your budget according to how you plan to spend. Okay, so once you've done with this campaign level, you can then proceed to next to the ad set level, right? So ad set level, here you can choose where are you driving traffic to. Are you driving traffic to your website? Are you driving traffic to your app or to an app? Are you driving traffic to Messenger so that people will send you message? Or are you driving traffic to WhatsApp? Now, WhatsApp advertising, if you want to run WhatsApp ads from Facebook, you have to connect your WhatsApp number to your Facebook page, right? When creating your Facebook business page, you want to ensure your WhatsApp phone number is connected to your Facebook page. Facebook will give you the prompt to do that when creating your page, so that will not be an issue for you. So wherever you want to drive traffic to, dynamic creative, you have no business here. Here you have offer, leave that alone. All right, so budget and schedule. Here the budgeting, we are done with the budgeting from the campaign level, and that's because we are using the campaign budget optimization function. All right, if your campaign budget optimization or CBO was turned off, you would have been able to set a budget for every ad set, right? Each ad set will have its own budget. But since you've turned on CBO, all the ad sets will share the same budget, right? So our budget has been set already. Then when do you want your campaign to start? You fix the date and the time. Then if you want your campaign to have an end date, you can set an end date here, right? Or if you want it to run endlessly, you can just keep it going. Now to the audience level, like this, for me, is the most important part of your campaign, right? Now there are billions of people on Facebook. Your target customers, your target audience, they're already on Facebook. So you have to be able to direct your message to the people who need it, right? It's just like I am selling, let's say, ladies fashion wears, clothes, shoes, bag, and all of that, right? And it's all these modern trending wears. If I want to get sales, I should be targeting ladies who are interested in those kind of stuff, and it's likely to be ladies between the age of 20 to 35, 40. All right, they are the ones who are most likely interested in trending clothes, shoes, bags. All right, if I start targeting people who are 50 and above, that will just waste my budget, right? Or if I start targeting men, it will also waste my budget, because obviously men will not need that product, right? So you want to get your targeting right. This is very, very important. So here at the audience level, if you have saved audience, you can target them right here, right? But if you don't have saved audience, you will have to scroll down. You have to scroll down and go to detailed targeting, right? Now, when you are creating an ad, you have the option to exclude. Okay, so you can exclude a type of audience you don't want. All right, so you go to your audience, the audience section that I showed you earlier, create an audience of people who like your page. And that's why having your Facebook pixel installed in your website is very important, because you can track website activities and then create an audience of people from those activities, right? So you can, let's say, track conversion events like purchase, add to cart, lead generation, opt-in, view content, and all of those, and then create a custom audience of people who took that action, and then create a lookalike audience of those people that look like those audience, and then retarget them, right? So this why an advantage of having your pixel installed in your website before running Facebook ad if you have a website, right? So here, location, you target the country you want to target, or the location you want to target, the state you want to target, the region you want to target, right? So you can target anywhere you want to. So let's say I want to target people in Lagos, right? So I'll just come here and put in Lagos, right? I'll put Lagos. Now, if you sell online, Lagos is your first target option in Nigeria, right? So because like Lagos is the center, they have the highest online engagement rate. So you want to target Lagos, or you can target the whole of Nigeria if you want to. You can target Abuja, right? You can target Port Harcourt and all those cities you want to target, right? But if, let's say I want to target the whole of Nigeria, for instance, so I'll just put in Nigeria right here, right? If I want to target people in Ghana, I'll put in Ghana right here, right? So here is Ghana, I can put in Ghana. If I want to target people in the US, if I want people in the US to see my advert, I can target US, right? So you can target anywhere you want to with your advert, okay? You can target anybody you want in any location. In those words, as long as they are on Facebook, your message will reach them. So right here is the map of the locations we are targeting. Is Nigeria, Ghana, US. All right, so anywhere you target, here's a map view. All right, so you also target the age. Like I said earlier, let's say you want to sell ladies fashion, right? So I can come here and change the age. So I can change it from 20 from 18 to 65, I can change it from 20, right? And if you are targeting, you want to ensure you are targeting people who have the capacity to carry the action you want them to take, right? So if it's purchase, you want to ensure you are targeting people who have the money, right? And all of that. Okay, so I can just bring this to, let's say, 45, who will be most interested. Then genders, you can use all genders, male and female. But let's say, since we are selling female clothing, I can choose women only. So Facebook will be showing my ad to only women, right? So detailed targeting, this is where you do your magic. This is where you target people you want to reach. Okay, now there are Facebook targeting tools that you can use, both third-party tools and then the audience insight tool on Facebook. You can use that as well to know your audience, right? So here you just put in your, let's say people who are interested in fashion, I can target them. Now, with your targeting, whether you go broad or you go narrow depends on your offer, right? Depends on what you are selling. There's no strict rule. Now, sometimes, depending on what you are selling, detailed narrow targeting works between 90,000 to 400,000 people as your target. As you can see right now, I have 94 million to 102 million estimated reach. Okay, sometimes detailed targeting work 400,000 or less, but should not be less than 90,000, right? Then but sometimes broad targeting works too, especially if your product is something that you know a lot of people will be interested in without having any particular keen interest, right? So let's say shopping and fashion. Yes, ladies will like shopping and fashion, so definitely it's going to be directed to people who like shopping and fashion. And since I want them to buy fashion related products, this is a right fit for them. All right, so right here you put all the interests you want to target. If you want to target people who like let's say people who are CEOs, right? People who are CEO, you can target them here, right? But I can come to Facebook suggestions, and since I've given Facebook one statement already, Facebook can work with this to bring similar interest for me, like cosmetics, clothing, online shopping, engage shoppers, fashion accessories. All right, so I can just go ahead and put in all of this. Now you want to settle down and get your targeting game right. Now when you are targeting, what should you target? You want to target the websites they visit, right? The kind of books they read, the magazines they read, the tools they use or the applications they use, right? You want to target the celebrities they follow. All right, those are the kind of things you should be targeting in your ad set level. All right, so let's say you want to sell a particular product. Now people who will be interested in that product, who are the topmost celebrities they follow, right? What are the kind of books they use? Where do they hang out? Which website do they use the most, right? Which applications do they use the most? Which kind of language? What is the common occurring statement in their niche or in your niche, whatever? All right, so these are the kind of things you want to target. You don't just come here and do random targeting. If you do that, your money is just going to go, right? So you want to ensure you get your targeting right? So you can exclude a particular type of interest, right? So let's say I've taken this. Let's say I want to exclude small business owners. You can exclude small business owners. So Facebook will show your ad to people who match all of your interests right here, but will exclude small business owners, right? And the more interest you put, the larger your estimated audience size will be, right? And as you start narrowing down, let's say you exclude, the more you exclude, it will start the size of your audience will start coming down again. Also, you can narrow down your audience. Yeah, this is also known as flex targeting, right? So I want to target engaged shoppers, and there must also be, right? So I can say they must also be interested in diamond. Let me see if diamond is here. All right, they must also be interested in diamond. So all this interest, but the people who see the ad among this interest that I'm targeting here must also be interested in diamond, but will exclude small business owners. All right, so you get the point. This is what flex targeting does for you. So you can narrow further and all of that. All right, now detailed targeting expansion. Now, as you can see here, reach people beyond your detailed targeting selection when it's likely to improve your performance. Now, if you turn this on, if you check this, Facebook will observe, and then it will observe the kind of result you want, and then if it can reach people that will get your desired result but are not in your target audience, Facebook will help you do that. All right, so depending on what you want, you can. Now, this basically depends on what you are selling, right, on the offer or what you are promoting. All right, it might work for some offers, it might not work for some offers, right? Then once you are done, you can save this audience if you want to keep reusing it later, so that you don't come and start typing in interest all over again. So over to your placement, you can use automatic placement. You want Facebook to send your ad to where it is likely to perform better, or you can choose manual placement if you don't trust them to do the job well for you, right? So you can see, you can send your ad to Facebook, you can send your ad to Facebook Audience Network, you can send your ad to Facebook Messenger or Instagram, right? So Facebook and Instagram, they all work under Facebook in terms of advertising, so you can create Instagram ads from here, right? So if you don't want your ads to show in Audience Network, you can check this off. So it will show on Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. If I don't want it on Messenger, I can check this off. If I want it only on Facebook, I can check this off, right? If I want it only on Instagram, I'll just check Facebook out of it, right? So very simple. You choose your placement right there. So optimization for ad delivery. What do you want Facebook to prioritize in your campaign? Is it landing page views or link clicks, right? Or impression or daily unique click? So whichever you want, right? But link click is actually cheaper, but landing page view will ensure that your target audience gets to your landing page, right? So whichever one you want to use, I'll leave this at link click. So once we are done with the ad set level, we can click next to proceed to the ad level. Now, this is where you put in your ad creatives, right? Your ad copy, your images, or your videos, whatever the ad creative you are using. So right here, you select the page you want to use for your ad. Okay, you select the page from here. If you want to send your ad to Instagram, you have to link your Instagram account to your Facebook page, right? So, and for that to work, you have to change your Instagram account from personal account to professional account for you to be able to run ads on Instagram, right? So you can add your Instagram page, and as you can see, because there's no Instagram account linked to this page, it's not showing right here. But if I click this page right here, and then as you can see, there's an Instagram account, so I can send an ad to Instagram, right? Now, coming to the ad creative, how do you want to set up your ad? Do you want to create the ad, right, the text and the images, or do you want to use a post on your page? Now, how this works is you will upload the post to your Facebook page, and then you come to your ad manager here and create an ad with it. All right, so whichever one you want to use, or use Creative Hub Mockup. So whatever you want to, whether you want to use a post on your page as the ad, or you want to create an ad, you can use it right here. So your visuals, you want to use single image or video, or you want to use carousels, right? So carousels work, images work, videos work, whatever you want to use. So it just depends on you. You can use whichever one you want. Then if you can then come here and add the media. So let's say I'll come to add media, and then let's say I want to create an ad with this image. I'll select this and then come over here, right? Then I'll just click on next. Okay, just leave it done, no enhancements. I'll use the image the way it is, right? So okay, here they said media not wide enough. Now this is because I'm sending my ad to Instagram. Now you know there is a particular measurement for your images to be, or your videos. There's a Canva measurement that you should use. All right, so you want to ensure you get that right, and to do that is not rocket science. Just use Canva. Right, if you go to Canva to create your design, go to the Instagram post section and use that measurement to create your design, and it will fit in perfectly for you right here. Right, so the primary text, this is the write-up the your target audience will see. All right, so this is where you put in your primary text. So I can just bring this right here. These text suggestions are posts you have on your page, so this is where the text suggestions come. So let me just use this as my primary text. Okay, so you can add options, different text options. Okay, you can add headline if you want to, if you have not added headline to your write-up. Right now, destination, your website, or you want Facebook event, like, shares, or you want them to call you. Right, since we are driving traffic to our website, all you just have to do here is to put your website link. Okay, so let me just say this, the website address. Right, so just put the website address here. All right, so you can choose display link if you want. Then you can also add call to action button. What do you want your call to be action button to be described as? Is it learn more? Is it get offer? As you can see, watch more, subscribe, apply now, blah 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 blah. Right, so there are a lot of call to action. So let me just use learn more. All right, tracking. If you have your Pixel installed, you can use tracking to track website activities. Okay, so once you've gotten all of this right, okay, so let me just use a perfect image. So I'll delete the former image you had there that was too small, and then I'll get another one. So let me use this for instance. Let's see if it will stay. All right, so this did enter. Right, so as you can see here, you can have a preview of what your ad will look like on Instagram feed. Right, you have a preview of what it will look like on Instagram Explore. You have a preview of what it looks like on Instagram Shop and all of that. Okay, right, so as you can see, look at this notification right here. Ad must not direct people to non-functional landing page. That means immediately you put your link, Facebook will test your link out. Okay, and this is because I just wrote this link here. There's no website like this yet, so you cannot create this ad. So you want to ensure you put in the right link. But let's say for instance I come here and then I copy my YouTube channel link, and then I paste it here, and then you see the change that will happen. As you can see, the notification is gone. All right, so I can proceed to creating my ad. All right, so once you've gotten all this, now one thing I must say is, now some people think that getting results from Facebook ads is just about putting money and then you start getting buyers, you start getting leads, you start getting calls and all of that. No, there are a lot of things that contribute to that. The kind of product you are selling, is it a product that will sell? Does the product has a potential to sell? Right, your ad creative, the image, is it attractive? Your ad copy, right? If you can get a copywriter to write your copy for you to help you get better results with your ad spend, you should do that. Okay, so a lot of things contribute to the result you will get from your campaigns. It's not just about putting in money and then clicking on publish for your money to finish. Right, your money will finish but you will not get any result. So your product is very important. The product you are selling, how you are selling it, right? The ad copy you are using, the ad creative, the image or video, whatever you are using. Then the targeting, you must get your targeting right. Then for the budgeting, if you are starting a new campaign, normally it will take time for Facebook to really understand what your ad is all about and who are the people that should see your ad. So it's good to start maybe with a little budget, $5, and then with time you can scale it up to as much as you want if you are getting your desired result. Right, so if an ad does not work with small budget. Even if you take it to $1 million, it might still not give you the result you want, right? If you increase the budget, you might get some result, but that's not the best you can get. So you want to ensure that you get everything right so that you get the best for every dollar you spend on the ad. All right, so once you've set all this up, you can then come and click publish. All right, so if you click publish, Facebook is going to review your ad. Okay, it might take 30 minutes or less, it might take 1 hour, it might take 24 hours. All right, so depending on how long it takes, once your ad complies with Facebook ad policies, you're going to be approved and start running on Facebook. If it does not comply with their ad policies, they are going to reject it. And if they reject your ads too much, your account might get banned. That's why I was emphasizing you go through their ad policies, right? So if your ad comply, you can run your ad any day, anytime. All right, so this is a simple process you can follow to create your Facebook ad campaigns. I hope this video helped you in one way or the other, and I hope you learned something new. All right, if you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, right? Tap the like button below, and then if you have questions, you can ask your questions in the comment, or you have a topic on Facebook advertising you want me to treat, you want me to create a video on, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be gladly there to attend to you. Right, so thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.